Listen up, Cogs. I am Drift, and I will be your commanding instructor. Now, I know what you're all thinking. What the hell is going on here? It's a fair question. You're all new sparks, so let me bring you up to speed. We're the Autobots. Optimus Prime is our leader. The Decepticons are our sworn enemy, formerly led by Megatron, Primus rest his spark. We have primary control of Cybertron. One by one, we are going to scan you. Oftentimes there are Decepticon infiltrating plants that think they'll be able to sneak into our ranks amongst the new sparks, and provide intel to our enemy. If there are any among us, and would like to come clean now with their Decepticon heritage, the punishment will be less severe than if I have to find you. No volunteers? Very well. Before we begin, are there any questions?
I have one.
Well, go on then. Speak. Don't be shy. We're all Autobots here.
I want to know, how can we trust the words of a former Decepticon? Deadlock?
I thought I recognized you, and that is a name I haven't heard in a long time. What an awfully Decepticon thing to say. Airwave.
You're gonna pay for what you and your Autobots have done to our world.
What? Ending the war you Decepticons began by defying Optimus Prime, the Emperor of Destruction?
This is for Megatron.
Right on cue. Hail Optimus Prime!
Another Decepticon spy.
An assassin seeking to claim revenge for my work on Megatron.
I don't understand why you Decepticons resist me when I offer freedom.
Your idea of freedom is twisted. Bots should be able to choose for themselves their own beliefs, not be brainwashed at birth like you're doing here.
All sentient beings are free to follow me. Refusal means destruction. So I ask, do you seek salvation or damnation?
I'd spit on your chassis, but you're not worth the effort.
I accept your refusal. During Cybertron's golden age of peace, an elite few served as the guardians of Cybertron's accumulated knowledge. Among these data clerks was Orion Pax, a low-level operator who sought to replace those above him. Orion turned his research skills into finding methods of manipulation. Eventually, he rose to prominence. However, when his activities were uncovered, he was removed from service and left purposeless. Deep in Ember, though, Orion believed he was the best fit to lead Cybertron. He hungered for power, and through his studies, he determined that military might was the only way to achieve his goals. Preaching a philosophy of destruction and conquest, he eventually began re-engineering his own body as well as taking on a new name, Optimus Prime. He then began refashioning the bodies of his followers into weapons as well. Armed with weapons and uniting philosophy, he declared his warriors autonomous from the rest of Cybertron, and thus named them the Autobots.
Are you narrating to yourself again, Soundwave?
I'm documenting the course of events for future generations, not the propaganda the Autobots are feeding down new sparks.
I'm not sure I see the logic in doing this, given that Megatron is dead, with all hope of ever winning this war.
Giving up would be illogical. What's in the case?
A last-ditch effort. I have constructed a plan to restore Megatron, but it is a long shot.
Don't be scarce with the details.
If I can reach the core of this planet, to Primus himself, I intend to make a plea to our creator to bring Megatron back.
Desperate action, great danger, small chance of success. What are we waiting for?
If I can reach the core of this planet, To Primus himself, I intend to make a plea to our creator to bring Megatron back.
Desperate action, great danger, small chance of success. What are we waiting for?
Daggone, old son. I need to get Optimus in the know about this. Master, I picked up some Decepticon chatter you need to hear.
Proceed.
If I can reach the core of this planet, to Primus himself, I intend to make a plea to our creator to bring Megatron back.
Desperate action, great danger, small chance of success. What are we waiting for? How dare the Decepticons cling on to this kind of hope? Haven't they learned we just squashed it out of them every time?
How would you like this handled, Lord Prime?
Contact Ratchet. Tell him to dispatch his hunters. Instruct Drift to move to intercept them should the hunters fail to stop the two Decepticons.
Drift, Optimus wants you to cut off two Decepticons from reaching Cybertron's core. I'm sending you their point of origin. Find a nice spot along their route and wait for them.
Prime doesn't send me for low-ranking filers. Who are the targets?
They're high-value targets. Shockwave and Soundwave.
The last of Megatron's inner circle.
Take their heads, or Prime will have yours. Blast her out.
Take cover. Hunters. From the Ratchet clan. Those headhunters don't normally venture this far deep into their territory looking for Decepticons.
Not unless Optimus Prime has instructed them to. Which would mean he knows we are here.
If that is the case, then he likely knows why as well.
Burial bots. If they didn't know we were here before, they will soon.
Those aerial bots will spot us from above.
I'll lead them away. Turn your focus onto me, while you make a run for the core.
Breakdown. That's suicide.
I know, but resurrecting our leader and saving the Decepticons and our planet is more important than my life.
I won't allow it. We will come up with a better plan that doesn't involve your death.
I appreciate your concern, Shockwave, but there's no scenario where we bring Megatron back, and we're all there to see it.
But
This is my choice. Please don't let my sacrifice go to waste.
It's been an honor, soldier. They've taken the bait. Now is our chance.
How long does it take to bring down one Decepticon?
I got it.
Thanks for ruining my fun, Grapple.
We're not supposed to be having fun. Stay on task.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Allow me to demonstrate what on task looks like.
Aren't you gonna interrogate me?
Task complete.
Why would a Decepticon go racing out into the open? Breakdown was a distraction. The others are near the entrance to the core tunnels.
Brunt!
he's dead. We have to move.
Grapple, Silverbolt. Wait here. Guard the entrance. No one with a Decepticon badge leaves.
Going alone, huh? Worried we might steal the credit.
More like knowing you'll blow it if you go in.
We are approaching an elevator shaft that will take us down to the core. After that, it shouldn't be much farther.
Good. What was that?
These mechanisms are very old. Perhaps they may not be able to handle the weight of two bots at once.
Too rickety for both of us to use. Is there another way?
Not unless you want to try drilling. We will have to descend one at a time.
You go first.
No, it is better if you do. You are the vastly superior warrior of us two, and we do not know what is down there. Old Cybertron had many dangerous creatures, which made their domain below the surface. Additionally, this elevator is outdated. There will only be a limited number of trips it can make.
But what of the Autobots coming this way?
Megatron is more important. Reach the core, and do not look back. I will hold off the Autobots until Megatron can save me. Farewell, my friend.
Well, if it isn't my old pal, Shockwave.
Drift. The fool who thought turning on Megatron would save his own life.
The same fool who punched his meal ticket into Optimus Prime's greatest favor by assassinating Megatron, thus extending my life expectancy 1,000-fold.
It's cowards like you that reassure us Decepticons that we are going to win this war.
Newsflash, you already lost this war due to being outnumbered by the cowards like me. It's idiots like you that believe somehow our creator will grant you a miracle by restoring Megatron to life. Couldn't help but notice you didn't bring his body though. Why's that again?
You know.
Correct. I do. I burned his body. Megatron is nothing more than a pile of charred wiring and melted metal.
But what if his consciousness was stored on a data disk? All Primus would need to do is return his spark.
Trapping his consciousness on a data disk would put him in a never-ending sleep. It's immoral and unlike you.
True. But a desperate Decepticon will do anything for their leader, including defying logic.
It's a long way down. I'm sure allowing Soundwave a head start can't hurt.
Here goes. Primus, I don't know if you're listening, but we need you. Our leader needs you. Megatron was your most loyal follower. His faith never faltered, and he died for it. He died fighting for your values.
Wow. That Primus crap is real after all?
Drift?
Shockwave, told me about your little data disk there, right before I cut off his head. Surrender the disk to me, and I swear you will live to see a tribunal in front of Optimus Prime.
So die now, or die later.
Nobody wants to die now.
Nobody wants to die tomorrow either.
If you think you can survive me, you are sorely mistaken.
I just have to hold you back long enough.
Ah! I can't take this! Go ahead and save Megatron. You'll never leave this cavern anyhow.
Oh no. He's gonna destroy the elevator. Megatron? I was Megatron. Once. But now I am not. I am someone else now. No. We needed Megatron. You assume this to be bad. My past life as Megatron is not forgotten. But in my spark I feel as if I have a new life ahead of me. I am Galvatron. Where Megatron failed to save Cybertron from the evil of the Autobots, I will not. Our faction, our planet, and our creator depend on me. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to save much while we're trapped down here. The path ahead is clear. Grab on.
They dead?
Dead enough. Unless you want to wait here longer in the event their corpses decide to come walking out.
A simple yes would have sufficed.
dead, huh? Inform your leader. His days are numbered. Galvatron has risen.
He's online.
What happened?
I followed them. The hunters picked off the lackeys. I beheaded Shockwave, but Soundwave unleashed a sonic attack. I escaped and attempted to trap them in the core.
Them?
Primus was creating a new Cybertronian. I believe it is the reincarnation of Megatron.
Megatron lives again?
I believe so. He calls himself Galvatron now. But I know Megatron when I see him.
You are lucky you are still of use to me, or I would terminate you here and now. Megatron!